Let's finish off this news and notes segment with something that is actually happening to a current day Steeler. According to the Athletics' Mike DeFabo, George Pickens showed up late to the team's Week 17 game against the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day. Quote, when he was finally healthy, how did he respond? By showing up late for Christmas Day against the Kansas City Chiefs. What are your thoughts on George Pickens reportedly being a little bit late because maybe, I don't know, he was opening up presents and lost track of time?
That could be the case. That could be the case. I'm not going to act like I didn't want to be late for the Christmas game either.
Yeah.
But, man, did you see Mike Tomlin's reaction to this?
I did, and it was
I've never seen him stunned. I've never seen Mike Tomlin shook from a question until today. It was like he was not expecting it at all. I don't think somebody didn't prep him somewhere, and he was that was a couple days ago. Mike, if he showed up late. This isn't a guessing game when 52 guys were on time and 53 was not. You are aware of that because there's 18 games in a season. I bet you nobody showed up late for any of them except for that one time. I would guarantee you. I heard rumbles of this on Christmas, and I'll say this. It's just another example of when this happens, when the trade rumors heat up and when this becomes like a real thing, because you got to feel as if it is a real thing. And there's support behind it. There are reasons. This is not the Steelers bailing on another wide receiver. It's the Steelers saying we have to make change. Like we have to make massive change. And I mean, you got to do it now. You got to strike while the skillet's hot, because if you wait, the more issues that hit the surface, the less his value is. And the Steelers can't take that risk. Like you gotta make a move. If you're thinking about making a move, you make a move, and you go and you figure out the rest of it afterwards, but you make a move. That's what you have to do with George Pickens. This is not a good look. It's just another look on top of a bunch of bad looks that was the 2025 season. And even Mike Tomlin acknowledged, like, there is still a long way to go. And it's like, yeah, there is. He's about to enter year 4 in the NFL. Like, at some point, in this point in a career, if he was a bad football player, you would say there isn't enough development left. It's got to be the same with his maturity level. At some point, you just got to say, it ain't going to happen, pal. This is what you get. Either accept it or you don't. I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to accept it.
Yeah, especially entering an offseason where you're probably going to have to pay him. George Pickens is not going to go play on a contract year, the last year of his rookie deal. He's not. No. He's going to want a contract extension. And I know that it was asked today, and Tomlin said, listen, we're 2 days into this. I haven't even thought about individual player contracts or situations like that, but that is going to be one of, if not the, no, you know what, I'm not going to say the, because the quarterback position is still a thing, but one of the biggest storylines that we're going to need to uncover this offseason is what do they decide to do with George Pickens? Because you're 3 years into this, and it's not like it's gotten better. This is late into year 3, and it has happened on multiple occasions throughout all of the years. So it stinks, but sometimes you got to call a spade and say, this is a guy that has character issues. It's not off-field issues, because it's not like he's getting into legal trouble. It's just character issues in the locker room that is just kind of preventing him from being seen as one of the top guys that you cannot miss on. And it's weird because he has so much talent, and yet we still have to ask these questions whenever it should just be, hey, give him the $30 million contract because he's that freaking good, because he is. But the off-field stuff, the fact that you're even asking a question is just a bad road to go down at this stage.
Yeah, it's the beginning of it's the near end of George Pickens. That's what it feels like, at least. We'll see what happens. But it feels like George Pickens is on his way out, and the Steelers will go about it and replacing him in a number of ways, and we'll dive into that when the time comes. But man, dude, once again, here we are. Look at these results. People are making free money betting on sports, making thousands every month. The secret? They're using OddsJam. OddsJam isn't just another betting app. It's turning the entire system in your favor. OddsJam uses a strategy called arbitrage, finding odds differences across sportsbooks. Bet both sides, and no matter the outcome, you will profit. Here's an example. You put $500 on Boise State to win on FanDuel and $335 on their opponent San Francisco on DraftKings. You're guaranteed to make $50 win or lose. With the OddsJam mobile app, you get real-time alerts on these opportunities every day. People are making thousands monthly. To get you started, use our code ALLSteelersTalk for 35% off and a 7-day free trial. I guarantee you'll profit during that trial, and if you don't, cancel with one click, no questions asked. Don't leave money on the table. Go to oddsjam.com, use our code ALLSteelersTalk, and start making money the smart way.